let's go through the different cases of concave mirrors, and I'm just going to do this with ray diagrams. So, what are the possible things that could happen? I could have an object that's located here. So that's my object. What I'm going to do is look at the rays, the parallel ray will go through the focal point, ray 1. Next, the ray going through the focal point will go parallel. So this is where they should meet. And if you like, you can do the third ray too, and that's going to be less, well, I've drawn it bent. Sometimes this is hard to do because you have to sort of extend the mirror a little bit, and then you can take this reflecting back on itself. Okay, so this is going this way and reflecting back. So all three meet at this point. So when the object is located beyond the center of curvature, I have an image that forms between the center of curvature and the focal point. It's up inverted, so it's real, inverted, and smaller than the object. What if I had an object between the center of curvature and the focal point? So this is one case. Next case, let me draw the object over here. So that's my object. Once again, the same three rays. The ray that is parallel to the principal axis will reflect through the focal point. The ray that is going through the focal point will reflect parallel. You see where they meet, is roughly speaking over here. And you see, it's hard to see maybe, but you can kind of see that the object is 1 unit high. The image is a little more than 1 unit high. So here is, if the object is between the center of curvature and the focal point, the image is formed outside the center of curvature, and the image is going to be real, inverted, but larger than the object. Okay? So with a concave mirror, I can get a real image that's smaller or larger than the object. And finally, I can have a case where the object is nearer to the mirror than the focal point. You might have asked, what do I do about the ray going through the center of curvature? That's hard to draw because once again I'd have to extend the mirror like this, and so I'd have to have something, and you can see that it's, my drawing is poor. That ray is not going to actually cross at the same point. That's just because I haven't been very careful about drawing these lines over here. So let me do this one, and we'll end there after we do this. For this one, a ray that's parallel will reflect through the focal point. How do I draw the ray that is appearing to go through the focal point? Okay. It's actually going from the object to the mirror, and what I'm doing over here is saying that this is just a guide to the eye. So it's going from the object to the mirror, it appears to be going through the focal point, and it will reflect parallel. So what do I do about these? These rays over here are never going to meet. So where do they meet? It will be a virtual image, and they will meet behind the mirror over here. So this I get a virtual image. So if I have object distance less than focal length, I get a virtual image. And that's what you were seeing. When I was holding the mirror up close to myself and showing you my reflection, you were seeing a virtual image of me. Okay, so this summarizes these three cases.